How do you feel about veganism?
So today is day 5 of the 7-day vegan challenge. And as you already know, I did not vlog yesterday. So today is going to be a little bit longer, but my friend Rachel and I are on our way to Strong Hearts right now to get lunch, which is a 100% vegan friendly restaurant in Syracuse. Right, Rachel?
Yay, Strong Hearts!
Would you like to say anything?
Do you think veganism is a diet, like a weight loss health thing, or do you think it's a way of life?
It's both. I mean, it depends. I feel like some vegans are very much like hardcore, like everything they do has to be like not test on animals and not comes in no contact of like harming any animals, and there's like varying scale.
Yeah.
But I myself could never do it because of my love for cheese and then my constant diet of eggs.
Yeah, props to people that have the strength to uphold their morals.
Props to people like me.
Well, you're only, what, 4 days in?
In your interim of being on your burger tour.
Don't talk
you're
about
gonna
that.
eat hamburgers next week.
Look, 3 posts back on his Instagram. Are you like craving it now?
I'm actually not at all. I'm not craving meat whatsoever. I just...
Surprising. Just people are like, even after a couple of days, you're like, I need some bacon.
No, I'm not. Yeah.
Actually, bacon is the thing.
It's good.
I still miss chicken wings. I have not had chicken wings in over 2 years.
We just avoid all large gatherings of people.
That's going to be the clip right there that I'm going to use. Okay, so day 5 is pretty much in the books. It's almost 8 o'clock here, and I forget if I said it yesterday or not. I like to tell you a lot about what I ate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner because you're thinking about changing over to a vegan way of eating, vegan lifestyle, and you're just kind of wondering what maybe somebody who's eating this way eats for their meals. Maybe it helps you, maybe it's pointless. I'd like to think it's going to help somebody one day. Anyways, breakfast, same thing. Oatmeal, almond milk, cinnamon, berries, little pistachio in there. It's pretty good. And it's really fast, which was nice because today I woke up late. Lunch, I went to Strong Hearts with my friend Rachel, as you saw, and I had their, I think it was chocolate and espresso milkshake, and it was absolutely delicious. And then I forget the name of it, maybe Sweet and Sassy, I don't know. It was tofu, lettuce, tomato, onion, this kind of spicy sauce, and on stretch bread, I believe, with some potato chips as a side. It was a delicious sandwich. I highly recommend Strong Hearts. I couldn't say enough about how great that meal was today, and I wasn't missing anything. I didn't wish it was chicken or anything else like that. I didn't wish that there was cheese on that sandwich. It was absolutely delicious, and I highly, highly recommend going to Strong Hearts. Whether you're vegan, thinking about becoming vegan, or you just like the way that good food tastes, go to Strong Hearts. For dinner, I came home and I had a nice big salad, and then I sauteed up some sweet potatoes. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, because I don't think I mentioned it, that clip with Zach and Rachel, my friends, talking last night. I had friends over last night for dinner, and we had veggie burgers and frozen veggie burgers that we had bought at Wegmans on this rosemary bread, and it was super yummy. What do I think so far about living this lifestyle? I really am loving the way that I'm feeling. With the exception of, like, I had an iced chai latte yesterday with almond milk. That, so much sugar, made me peak and then crash immediately. Honestly, I crashed a little bit today after having the sugar from that milkshake. With the exception of having things like that, I'm loving the way that I'm feeling. I am starting to get into that place where I'm realizing you can be vegan and still eat very unhealthy foods. You can still gain weight and consume things that are bad for you. Being vegan doesn't necessarily just mean that you are eating vegetables and fruit all day, every day. I was talking to somebody today. I was interviewed for Eat Local CNY on their Stick to Syracuse podcast. Anyways, Brent Axe came down and did a podcast with me and interviewed me for Eat Local CNY. And he was talking about the vegan challenge, just asking me about it and, how is it going and things like that. I was telling him it's way easier than I thought it was going to be. I've loved what I've been eating this week. I feel great. Everything's perfect. I don't know if I'm going to say it again. I don't know if I could do this as a lifestyle. I've been trying to get different people's perspectives who are vegan on why they chose this lifestyle. There's a podcast coming out with my buddy John McDaniel, and you'll hear his perspectives on it. And you heard Joel from an earlier vlog about why Joel from Strong Hearts chose to be vegan. And those are commendable reasons. I just haven't had that connection yet with animals. That sounds awful. I have noticed this week, I feel so much more affection for Buddy, our dog. I don't know why, I just do. So, I don't know, but when I think of cows and chickens and things like that, last night I had friends over, and Rachel's a vegetarian, Zach is a pescatarian, and so Rachel had got some goat cheese to spread on their burger, on their veggie burger, and obviously I didn't have that, and it wasn't an issue. It wasn't like I had to fight myself to not have the goat cheese. It was just like, well, I can't have goat cheese. But if I did have goat cheese any other time other than this week, I don't know that I would have cared about it. There was a documentary I watched, food show, whatever. I think it was on Netflix. And there was this, I don't know what he was, some sort of an expert. And he was saying, you want to have ice cream? You want to go home after work, have dinner, have a big bowl of ice cream, have all the ice cream you want. If you want to have chocolate chip cookies on top of all that ice cream, have the cookies, have the ice cream, put them on top of each other. If you have a big slice of cake and apple pie on top of the cookies that's on top of the ice cream, go for it, indulge, have whatever you want. The only thing I'll say is you have to make all of those things. You have to make the ice cream, you have to make the cookies, the cake, and the pie. And I think the point is that if we're making those things ourselves that we're consuming, then we'll probably put more care into what we're making, right? We won't have the cheapest, most processed ingredients in there. We'll probably have more wholesome, better quality, better for us ingredients. But B, we're also probably not going to go through the effort of making ice cream and cookies and cake and pie to consume those things. I just wonder if that's the same way that I'm going to approach food from animals after this. I'm not going to raise chickens and cows and goats in my yard and then make my food from raising those animals. But maybe I'll only choose to purchase dairy or meat from places locally where I know that they are raising their animals in a friendly, ethical way. Maybe I won't buy chicken from the grocery store where those chickens were raised in these tiny, confined spaces and injected with hormones. Maybe I won't purchase steak from Wegmans where those cows have been on some farm in Nebraska or wherever, Omaha, and treated like trash and just butchered. Maybe I'll only go to local farmers where I know that they treat their animals well. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, to be quite honest. I know that I see the benefits of living a vegan lifestyle, and it's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It's a heck of a lot easier than I'm sure any of you who are thinking about going vegan. It's so much easier than you could ever imagine. I don't stick to anything. When I say I'm going to do something, a lot of times I don't follow through with it, at least with things like this. And I'm surprised at how easy this has been. I've got 2 days left, and if I can meet some other people that are vegan friendly and maybe learn more about their perspective in terms of the environment and economics and the way the animals are treated, I think I'll consider that a success if I can hear from a few more people about their thinking behind it. And this 7-day challenge is just not to see if I can not eat meat or dairy for 7 days. It's about putting myself in the shoes of someone else to see if I can come away from myself, if I can pull out of my own self-centered way of thinking and see things through somebody else's eyes. So yeah, if I can do that, I'll consider it a success. All right, that's it. Hope you like my shirt. Rebecca bought it for me.